Good morning once again to the boys of class 11. I am going to start a new chapter from this video, psychology and sports. You have already got the notes of psychology and sports. Now the first topic, that means the first question of this chapter is define psychology, what is psychology and what is sports psychology. Now what is psychology? The word psychology is the combination of two words. Psyche means soul and logy, the study. Logia, to study. So psychology altogether, psychology is the deep study of human soul. Psychology is the deep study of human mind, and psychology is the deep study, serious study of human behavior. So psychology is that branch of academics, that branch of education which deals with the mental states, the attitudes, the views, the interest, all these psychological aspects and mental aspects. And in sports, the knowledge of psychology, the knowledge of sports psychology, better to say, is very much important. Now, what is sports psychology? What is sports psychology? Sports psychology is the applications of all the psychological principles and aspects in the field of sports to attain better performance. I repeat, sports psychology is the application of psychological principles, all sorts of psychological principles in the field of sports, and this is done to improve skills. This is done to improve skills. Today, especially today, nowadays, the knowledge of sports psychology is very much important. Suppose a match is going on between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. Suppose a football match is going on between Brazil versus Germany या अर्जेंटीना फ्रांस, जो भी यूरोपियन कंट्रीज जो बहुत फुटबॉल जायंट्स है. So this is a psychological battle. They all wait eagerly for the opponent's mistake. So this patience, attitude, interest, motivation, emotion, views, strategies, techniques, tactics, marking, man markings, all these are drawn, all these are chalked out, designed, planned outside the field. Nowadays, in any match, psychology plays a key role. It helps us to know the behavior of the opponents. It helps us to take the pressure from the opponents, to cope up with the pressure from the opponents. Psychology is most important in today's games and sports, because nowadays head-to-head contest is there. Keen contest is seen in games and sports, and naturally the sports persons are very much stressed, tensed, anxious. All these psychological complications they develop, they need motivation counseling, because it is a great pressure to play in front of the audience. वो जो लोग खेले हैं वही लोग जानते हैं. Suppose if you are going to take a penalty for your country or for your club in front of the audience, packed stadium, now then only you can understand what pressure is, what tension is, what anxiety is. Tremendous pressure, and sometimes the players break down, and that's why the counselor sports psychology का आज के डेट में बहुत ही ज़्यादा महत्व है. And this is a very serious aspect, important aspect in the field of games and sports nowadays, because stress, strain, anxiety, expectation from the country, expectation from the audience has a huge pressure, and it is very difficult to bear the pressure. Those who have strong psychology, they can bear, otherwise the others fail. and at the same time psychology helps us to know the behavior of the opponents, which is a very much necessary in the field of games and sports today. So this is sports psychology. Everything is written in my notes. This is written in my notes, but the language is something different. Now language has changed, but the theme is the same. The gist is the same. Go through my notes. So this is sports psychology. Thank you so much.